Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. It feels good to get a win again. I had to show some love, first of all, to Des Bryant. Got his 72nd touchdown catch tonight, all-time Dallas Cowboy leader in touchdown receptions, surpassing Billy Bob Hayes. So shout out to Des, throw up the X. Important win tonight in the elimination game. Important just for morale, for their psyche, to get back on track in terms of trying to get some wins under your belt until Zeke gets back for the Seattle game. But more importantly, just trying to, I think in my last videos touched a lot on development and not just with the quarterback position, but across the team. Chidobe Awuzie today, very, very good game, replacing Anthony Brown. I think Jalen Smith played a lot better today. Didn't see that. I think they're starting to figure out how to play a little bit, at least without Sean Lee. They generated a lot of turnovers, got a lot of pressure. Obviously, the Redskins' offensive line at this point is just, it's horrible. They're missing a lot of guys, had a lot of guys swinging, Trent Williams going down, Morgan Moses going down. So totally understandable. But sometimes you need that opportunity to get you off the snide. Atlanta jump-started their defense against us that way. So sometimes you have to take advantage of matchups in this league. It's a next man up league. And I'm sure the guys in DC, when they're talking on 980 and whatever tomorrow morning and doing Monday morning quarterback, they're going to touch on next man up. So very happy to see Dak get a win without Zeke and get some of that pressure off him. I know he didn't have a great game today, but was able to eliminate some of those mistakes and kill some plays and made plays when he needed to, most importantly, when we really, really needed it. I know he had the hand issue off the speed option play, but he fought through that and helped will this team to a victory early in the game with his legs. And I know early in the game, I think we started with 3 or 4 straight 3-and-outs, and I was getting so frustrated just because it seemed, again, we just seemed really vanilla. Nobody was getting separation. But he started moving around, started running down the field. The coaches actually, I know he got hurt on the option play, but it was just different looks to try to loosen things up. But to me, the play of the game was the Ryan Switzer punt return. After Dak goes, we get a stop there on defense, but Dak's in the locker room getting the X-rays for his hand, and Ryan Switzer steps up and makes a play. Because I'm telling my wife, I'm like, wow, we're about to see Cooper Rush, but the only person that can ruin Cooper Rush's moment is Ryan Switzer. And sure enough, he did. And that was a huge play. We've been waiting for that. That's why we drafted that kid. He was so impressive. Special teams All-American, I believe, at North Carolina early in his career. And you saw that ability today on the punt return. We need more plays like that. I was so upset. I think on the Thanksgiving Day video I referenced guys just not making plays. And today, guys made plays. Plain and simple. Dak Prescott, even on the play with Josh Norman attacking him, Terrence Williams just gets a little bit of separation and gets the football. Dez's touchdown on Bashaud Breeland. We have to connect more on those 50-50 balls, because Dez, and I've been hard on Dez because I know what he's capable of, and I still think he has some ability to really help the quarterback out in those situations. And he made a play today. He made several. I mean, even the one in the end zone where he was able to get the pass interference call leads to another score. But going back to the Swisher play, that blew the game open. It gave us the margin that we needed to feel a little bit more comfortable, get some confidence, and start running the football downhill. And those guys up on the offensive line, Tyron Smith looked healthy today. Lael Collins, everyone on the offensive line was terrific. Even Cooper up the middle getting a push out. And obviously I'm very, very happy for Alfred Morris going against an old foe. And I was real frustrated because he wasn't getting a whole lot of room to run early in the game, but I'm glad they stuck with it and stuck to the formula of wearing teams down with our offensive line, because that's people have been talking about the talent deficiency in Dallas with our skill position players, but where we're special is up front, and we still have those guys, and they haven't played great the last few weeks. Let's just be real, and they played very, very well today. And when you're able to dominate like that on the offensive line and dominate like that on the defensive line, you can get results like we got today, 38-14 victory. We have, I believe, the Giants next week, and that's going to be a tough game because we're going to be on the road. I know the Giants are 2-7 or whatever their record is, but it's still a divisional game. Last year when the Eagles were out of it, they ended up beating the Giants. So those types of games, you know, whether it's Geno or Eli or Davis Webb or whoever's in there, we're going to get whoever's back there their best shot. So we got to be ready to play next week. At this point it's week to week because we have to win. We pretty much have to win out if we're going to still have this playoff conversation. I give credit to the coaching staff from a perspective of generating some effort out of guys. The last thing I want to touch on in the video, because I've been very, very critical of them. I still am very, very skeptical of the play calling, not just the play calling, but the scheme in general. Like, it's not a great scheme. It just is what it is. Now we're able to get past that if we can stick to our formula and run the football. Then the scheme is not as important. Defensively, guys stepped up and made plays. I think Chidobe was just a better fit on that outside than Anthony Brown. But going back to the coaching staff, I really feel that they have to continue to get that maximum effort from guys. And that falls on a lot on the players, because the last few weeks you can make the argument they quit in the Eagles game, they quit in the Chargers game. And we can't, and that's how you get blown out and embarrassed. We can't have that anymore. We have to have guys competing at a high level, running around, finishing tackles, finishing plays. Guys were out there hitting tonight. They were physical. They were intimidating. They were in the face. And it's not, hopefully it's not just because it's the Redskins and they get up for the rivalry game, but hopefully it's like, hey, our backs are against the wall. We're already in the playoffs in terms of fighting for our lives every week, and you have to get it done. So now we get our opportunity, 10 days off to get ready for the Giants and to sit back and see, because some of the teams in front of us have a very tough slate. Atlanta has a tough slate. Seattle has a tough slate. We get to play Seattle before Christmas. So a lot of football left to be played. 2 games left before we get Zeke back. But shout out to Alfred Morris for holding it down in the backfield, and credit to the coaching staff for having guys mentally ready to play with a very distracting week. But I'm happy. Anytime you get a win over your rival, no matter what the circumstances, I'll take it. And I'm just happy to do a winning football video again for the Cowboys. And as always, go Cowboys.